If you haven't tuned in before, well, you're missing a great deal of background, but I think you'll have fun anyway. I'm playing a cipher. Let's take a look at my character sheet. There we go. So this is my character. Her name is Dianea. She is a cipher of the godlike race. Chose to be a nature godlike, so she's like a kind of plant creature. She's from the living lands, and she's a drifter. So she's wandered in to this part of the world, and has become an adventurer. So on my party, I've also got Aloth, who is a wood elf wizard with a multiple personality problem. Adar, who's kind of our humble, wise ass guy. We found him in the village, the first village we went to. We have insane cleric Durance. I'm actually not sure he's insane. He's just very, very driven. Though, that looks like the eye of a man who's a little unhinged. I have Kana, the lore-seeking Aumaua scholar, and he's a chanter. And then Sagani, who's a dwarf, Nastak dwarf. So she's from the southern cold lands. I've allied myself with the dozens in the city of Defiance Bay, and I've gotten my ass kicked by the same dragon several times. So right now I'm in a lighthouse, and I'm on a minor lighthouse related quest. But I'm actually gonna go away and come back, because while I am really excited about getting into this lighthouse and kicking some ass, I'm gonna need to rest before I do that. So let's pop over to the Salty Mast, and we'll see if I can rest there. Salty Mast.
Got it.
One of Pillars of Eternity's many fine dick jokes. Where's that mast at? Oh, we gotta go all the way around. Okay.
Eh?
Okay, there we go.
Got it.
So I'm not actually sure if the Salty Mast has like rooms that I can like sleep in. I may need company for these rooms. We'll see.
Good day, stranger.
Like to order refreshments. Do you have rooms? Yeah, they do have rooms. Okay. The shiny pearl or the broad beam. Wow. Wow. Yeah, alright, well, do I want to stay in the dick room or the clitoris room? I have to go with the dick this evening, I guess. The broad beam. Alright, well, that was nice. Good night's sleep there. Let's queue up another... Can't even get over that. I'm gonna queue up another area of my my keep. Let's add some defenses to the keep. I'm going to build the towers. No, where was it? There's a wall. Here we go. One of these curtain walls. There we go. I wonder why, and this doesn't make sense to me. Like I get it in terms of like the overall I get it in terms of the overall game design mechanic, right? That you can only build one thing at a time, so I can't just queue everything up. But like I've got a ton of money. Why can't I just hire several crews? Oh, Why is there... What's happening?
Huh?
What the hell, Adar?
Alright,
No,
then.
don't fight them. What are you doing? Oh, God. Alright, look, everybody, just... We're gonna have to do this. So let's go back and we'll help Adar fight.
Way.
Oh, dear.
Got it.
Adar, don't die. Don't die, buddy. We're coming. Hold him back for a minute. Okay.
After him. Eh?
No, cross staves, that's a good point. Is my geek surrounded by an infinite number of skilled craftsmen? No, but I mean, I'm sure we could find them. And how many skilled craftsmen does it take to build a wall? You know? I don't know. Maybe I'm just underestimating how difficult it is.
Got it.
Alright. Some random animat parts. So, remember last time I mean, I guess let's wander around here. Is there something to be found? A scepter spike. You remember last time I was talking about magic pistol? But I already have one. I was talking about spirits and the difference between elementals and those blights that we were fighting before. So, I mean, maybe there is one. I'll look up what an animat is in just a second, but I gotta decide. Oh, this is just a fine pistol. This must have been the pistol I was using before. Sometimes I pick things up and I forget that I have them. Yeah, let's take a look at the take a look in the book. Animats. Created to serve as guardians for royal tombs. Okay, so they're not elementals. Those look like water creatures, but they're just tomb guardians of some kind. Why they were randomly hanging out in the water, I'm not sure, but maybe we can find out. I'm collecting bits and pieces of an Ingwithan scepter. Quest items? I love in role-playing games, I love when you discover quest items for a quest you don't have yet. And then just go to, when you finally get the quest, it's like, you need to find these 12 items. And you're like, oh, these items that I found already? Well, I'll have you know I'm a great adventurer, and so I've already done this job before I even knew I needed to do it.
Hmm?
Lightning storms. So many lightning storms. Okay. As is my wont, all these enemies are dead. Have any more scepter pieces? Oh, there we go.
Eh?
I now have the tip, the base, and the shaft of the scepter. Am I done sloshing around in the water? I think I am. I think we're done with that. RT47, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to Math Squad. Happy to have you. Alright. Old man paces around the dock. I'm just picking up quests. He's fussing over something large and round, which constantly shifts from one end to the other. Some kind of a ball? Or sphere, perhaps? You're not certain whether his wide-eyed, gape-mouthed expression marks surprise or fear. It seems he isn't either. You don't look like a guard. He examines you and your equipment more closely. Say... You wouldn't be interested in making some coppers, would you? He shows you the object in his hand. It's a large round opal with Angwithan runes. Oh, here's the quest that I've already completed. It glistens with his sweat. Ew. I see the ship went down there. I've been looking at someone to help me recover some missing cargo. Tell me about this missing cargo. Started in Coldmorn, we're making our way down the river. Business as usual. Give me the short version, buddy. Picked up some crates, suits of armor, and a broken scepter. Here we go. So the armor came to life, killed everyone in the hold, locked the hatch. Down went the ship. Giving up the cargo, and my lads pulled this up in his net. Part of the scepter. There were 3 other pieces. I already found them. It's good. The game knows that happens. You mean you got past those armored monsters? I don't know how. Listen, if you're willing, I'll give you this last piece. The name of someone who'll buy it all. All I want is 200 pans for getting the cargo here. You want 200 pans for locking the rest of the crew in the hold and sinking the ship? Look, how about 100? I'm just trying to get by till the next job. Fine. You suck. You'll want to go to Brackenbury Sanitarium and find Nans. We'll know more about this artifact. I know for a fact she's bought them from our crew before. Anything else you need? No. Cool. We got a quest. I like that. I got the first 2 without even trying. I'm a real adventurer. Also, yeah, I love that. I love that I have the option to just jack it from him, to just be like, a yoink for me, not for you, friend. Okay. So, I love that this game has a, what am I doing here? I don't want to go here. I love that this game has a colorblind mode. We were playing, Grand Theft Auto yesterday, with, the roleplay stream team, and, playing with Strippin, and I didn't know this, or maybe I did. I think Dodger may have mentioned it before. He has color blindness and was mentioning that it was making multiplayer really difficult because he couldn't tell the difference between in group multiplayer you could split it into teams, and so we were playing 4 teams, and one of the teams' tags was blue. That was the team you were on, and this one of the teams that your enemies was on was purple. And he was saying that he was having a hard time telling the difference between the two, which made me think, you know, it's a shame that more games don't have that as an option, because games are such a visual medium that, you know, obviously you want people to be able to process that information properly. Yeah, something I again, like, because I'm not colorblind, I have the privilege of not having to think about these things. So it was kind of neat to see games that have that option.
A simple test.
Oh, good. A nasal helm. Some armor. Oh shit! Surprise! Ghosts. I failed my defy danger to lockpick there.
Hi.
Holy hell, man! Trade places with Adar. Unless you die. Yeah.
How may I help?
He died anyway. You know what? Fuck that. I really don't need to have a dead guy right at the beginning. So I'm gonna soon be scumming my way through that encounter. Let's try that again. I mean, I'm not gonna be like unfair and like prep for it in advance or anything, but like that was silly, and I don't want to do that. And because it's a game that has that mechanic, I have the right. Okay. Ghosties. Opaque grime and salt. A patina of filth and dead barnacles reaches almost to the ceiling. Gross. Okay. Protect the squishy.
Huh?
What?
Let's have everyone attack this shade.
Aye.
Then I can go back and change what they're doing. Yeah, that'll work.
Eh?
Thank you.
Got it.
What?
Lava will be unseated.
Eh? Let's go. Damn, miss.
Thank you.
Dragons? No, I think I'm actually gonna. Yeah, because this will hit pretty much all of them this time.
I have them.
Which I never really get to.
Eh?
Alright. So much head smashing.
Yes.
Let's try to finish this specter off before we move on to the next one.
They'll come soon, putting us down. Following orders. Yes?
Dragons?
Roacted!
Oh, Aloth. Oh, sad, sad Aloth. Constantly
Eh?
being pummeled within an inch of his pathetic little life. Though to be fair, there are a lot of freaking shades in here.
Hey.
Let's see. I'm kind of core hounding them a little.
Yeah.
Aloth. Aw, down he
Why
goes
not?
again.
Why not?
Oh, that's not what I
This
want.
won't stop me for long.
There we go.
Following your lead.
Got it. Missed. Let's go.
Backbone spearfish.
Roacted!
Okay.
After 'em.
Hey, that might be the most, nearly the most enemies I've fought in a single encounter. Like, that was a lot of,
Yeah.
a lot of shades. I'm gonna need to camp, I guess. Oh, I can't camp in this area. Fine, I'll go outside. You wanna be like that? also gonna... Well, I guess there's no point in buying camping supplies if I can't camp in that area. Alright. Well, whatever happens, I'll be able to rest here
Welcome.
at least. Though I should buy some more, just to have them. Unload some of this crap while I'm here. Sure, I'm sure that this innkeeper has 5,000 plus copper to give me. Exchange for all this trash. Why not? Okay. Darkness time.
Eh? No problem.
I really hope that this doesn't continue to be the case for the Lighthouse. Though, I guess this could be one of those dungeons that to add additional challenge, they've taken away one of the mechanics of the game, which is totally a valid thing, as long as you handle it well. One such a dungeon that I enjoyed from role-playing games of past yore is Final Fantasy VI has a tower where in it you can... Now, so normally if you're... normally if you're not familiar with the series, in Final Fantasy, there's a the way you play the game is that you have commands that you give your characters as they come up, and you have fight, and you have magic, and you have item, and by default everyone has usually fight, magic, item, and some other ability. So you're playing the game and you're used to having some characters are good at fighting, and some characters have good abilities, some characters are good magicians, and you get to a point in the game where you get to this dungeon and you can't do anything but cast spells, and everything in the dungeon is sort of like magic, a little bit magic resistant, and it's why can't I go through this door? Okay, the door was closed, I guess. Anyway, so it reduces you down to only being able to use a certain subset of your abilities, which is, I think, a cool way to challenge characters, challenge PCs. So, I mean, that's a thing to sort of think about, like, in what ways can we challenge player characters? And this comes up a lot when people ask for advice about role-playing games. Like, how can I challenge my PCs? Because they're all really good at, like, these certain abilities. And, like, I don't often suggest just take the abilities away from them. But finding challenges they can't solve with those abilities. And that often means, you know, finding problems they can't solve with violence because they're PCs, and that's usually the first place that they turn.
Hey, how may I help?
But, yeah, just something I thought was cool, and maybe that's something they're doing here. Maybe they're taking away our ability to rest. Say you can only get through this dungeon in one go.
Following your lead. Sacre Blue! What?
I want to know who's making that grunting noise. Yes, God of Console. That's another good one. In Final Fantasy IV, the lodestone cave, or There's a cave where you can't use metal weapons, basically, which I think is really cool.
Following your lead. Roacted.
Seriously, man? Already?
We gotta take better care of Ella.
Yeah, I agree.
Answer Wu.
After us!
What?
Oh, good. Well, that's blind endurance. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yelloth, you useless jerk.
Eh?
Prairie and Sphere. That's kind of good.
Yes?
Eh?
What?
I'm just seeing if I have any specific spells that'll help me against spirits. Maybe I'll try buffing next time.
I can do that.
Creepy ass lighthouse.
I'll see what I can find.
Selected correspondence of someone talking about their god. Here we go. Reinforcements advancing. Evacuate Andra's gift by order of Duke Hadrid. So what we know about this lighthouse was that a bunch of people were trapped in here, I guess, when the area was flooded. I can't even imagine playing this game on Iron Man mode. I just like... Phew. Ooh, Lilith. Cain's wife? Shrieking sobs pierce your ears, rattle the musty rafters of the lighthouse. They emanate from the spectral figure of a woman hovering in the middle of the room. Each heave of her shoulders unleashes another hair-raising wail. Let's get closer. As you approach, the spirit's cries take on a threatening edge. The swirling mist around its legs ripple with movement. The black pits of its eyes level momentarily with yours. The spirit's screaming grows louder and louder. Its sunken face distorts. Oh, it's a witch. Twisting into a long, gaping mouth filled with jagged teeth. If anything were able to quell the spirit's rage, it would appear not to be you. That's an awkward sentence in English. Yeah, whatever. We're gonna have to fight it. I was missing the perception option. Oh boy. That would have let me get away with that, so... Alright, Durance, what can you do to help protect us from these jerks? Accuracy and will. Might and resolve. Let's try that one. Already, Aloth goes down. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that went badly really fast. There's so many of them. like... I'm gonna... That's not happening. Alright, I'm gonna try and sneak into the room. There's gotta be a way to talk through that. Totally wrecked. Alright, who's my stealthiest character? Where's my stealth? Stealth? 6. I think it's Sagani. 5, 2, probably last 3, 2, and 2. Okay, Sagani, sending you on a mission, girl.
Sure.
You the sneakiest. Let's back away. Yeah, here we go. Logbook. Foggy, port full. 158 days since sighting the Red Dream. Heavy rain. 2 fishing boats lost at sea. 164 days since sighting the Red Dream. Okay. Logbook of a ship, I guess?
Let's see this stubborn bastard.
Great. So...
What?
Durance, can you... sneak up there, man? Come on.
A simple test.
Sure, let's do it.
I can do that.
Oh, armor. Good. +2 survival, +4 damage reduction, light armor. Might be good for her. Yeah, I think that's better than what she's wearing. That looks terrible. she looks like a little pillowcase. All right, let's. I want to take a look at what the requirement for. I'll probably put. Okay, so I thought there was like a perception option there, but
Yeah.
Let's see what lies this way.
yeah, let's see what lies this way. Oh, okay, so I can leave and come back. Okay, so she might the person who gave me the quest might know more about that. So that will probably give me an edge in dealing with this undead creature. I found the undead to be really interesting in a fantasy setting. Like the idea, I mean, obviously, like mythology deals with raising the dead going back forever and ever. Like every human mythology has something to do with thinking about what happens to us when I die, right? The whole afterlife myth and undeath. Like Jesus is a prime example of a fairly late mythological figure that's popular in that regard. But I think it's really cool to see the ways that different cultures deal with death, fantasy or real. And whether undeath is seen as an unnatural state or something that you want to attain, like transcending death, you know? Most of the time it's just like rotten, disgusting zombies. She's been running raids. Used to stop in New Haomar, laden with spoils from Rawatai traders. These days, Asia spends most of her time prowling the Deadfire Archipelago. That's her. When she's at port, her captain, an elf named Merwith, takes her shore leave with a charred barrel in Brackenbury. That's what I'm talking about. When a pirate won't even set foot in the tavern on this side of town, it's high time for a new establishment. Alright, to Brackenbury. Interesting. So I anticipated that the Lighthouse would just be straight up, like, go in and mash up the undead with your weapons and make them go away forever. But evidently it's more interesting than that, so That's cool. Alright, let's take a visit to the inn. Why don't we?
No problem.
I also want to go. I guess I can go to the sanitarium while I'm here for the other quest that I'm on. What's the name of the woman I need to find? Merowith. This is insane. I'm gonna walk around at a normal pace. There's Merowith and some pirates. Merowith watches you through kohl-rimmed eyes. She puts her hand on the hilt of her blade, jangling the jewels that hang from her wrist. I've not no quarrel with the dozens. Best keep it that way. I like her. I like badass lady pirates. If I wanted company, I'd go to the Salty Mast. Merowith's tooth catches the candlelight. I'm confused. Is she implying I'm a prostitute? Is that what's going on? Filthy pirates telling me, trying to call me a prostitute and insult me. Well, my friend, I'm not insulted. I didn't beg you from a liar, at least not from what I've heard. That's cool. So people believe me or don't believe me depending on how honest I've been in the past. Excuse me. But that don't mean I do believe you. She leans in, her voice a low hiss. You'd better explain what gave you such an interesting notion. The last lighthouse keeper watched for your ship every day. It's all in the log. No. She turned me out. We were poorer than the fishermen who live there now. She learned I'd put food on her table with stolen coins. She told me if she ever saw me again, it'd be the mercy of the gods. Okay, so Merowith, she's a woman. Lilith, the lighthouse keeper, I think, also a woman. Anyway, whether she's talking about Lilith or not, it's cool because she, the reason that she implied I was a prostitute probably is because she prefers the company of women. So that's interesting. I wonder about how this would be different if my character was a man. I had nowhere to go. It was a rough life till I rose to captain. Whoever she is, a part of her has remained. Okay, cool. Let it stay there. We're done. Oh, she's mean. But your girlfriend, dude. Your girlfriend. She's a ghost. Don't you care about that? Ah, oh, so cruel. Cruel pirate. Heartless. Alright. I gotta go for a walk to shake the influence of that evil pirate. She was so mean. Alright, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna go rest at the inn because I realize that Aloth, as usual, has been beaten within an inch of his life. He needs to lie down. Little baby. Hello, Abel Heart.
Gods keep you.
Get that perception bonus. Rage Strike. Nice entrance.
Yeah.
You must get.
Okay. I've gathered my party. I'm venturing forth. I'm in the sanitarium, which I've been in before, and I want to check on. Let's see, what's the name of that quest? Weird. I still have that quest, right? With the thing, the relic, and the shaft, and whatever. Orb.
No problem.
Well, there's supposed to be an NPC here, and I can't remember.
Hail, traveler.
I can't remember who it was, but let's see if we can. Let's see if we can just find them the old-fashioned way. Oh yeah, there we go.
Hello.
Immortal sent me. Said he'd be interested in these scepter pieces. That chatty old fishwife's been blabbing about me, I see. She laughs and rolls her eyes. Ha ha ha. Never trust her secrets to a man with so much salt in his beard. What? What's wrong? Let's see what you got. Model told you true. I'll buy this. Unfortunately, a broken scepter isn't as valued as me let you leave. Nonsense. Nonsense. You know more than the average relic hunter, I see. That's why I took lore, honey. Making it whole again is a matter of alchemy. Expensive alchemy. I've got to soak the broken end in fiend's blood compound to reconnect them. Never mind the embalming work to restore the enchantments. I could do it for the tune of 1,800 pans. Fine. Maybe the finest work I've ever done. Damn right. Magic staff. Alright. Ingwithan scepter. Neat. It's 12 to 18 damage. Average interrupt. Accurate, extra damage, high attack speed. Panda staff. Alright, how does it compare with this? Increased reach, burn damage.
Yeah.
Well, I completed the task, at any rate. Well, let's head back into the back to the other side of town. And we'll visit the lighthouse. So fingers crossed that I've got enough information now about the pirate that I can do something with the Lord Raedric, local thane of the Direwood, has been slain. Yeah, that's right. Slain by me with my sword and guns. I rolled up in that guy's house.
Yeah. Got it.
I wonder. Diminutive, thank you. Yeah, so I thought the scepter, for some reason I thought the scepter was a staff, but it's not. It's, I should be comparing it to this piece of crap. Bam, there we go. Look at that stupid looking magic stick. Excellent.
Yeah.
Thanks for your help, Diminutive. Good point.
Yeah. Got it. Good day,
Naya?
stranger.
Okay, Naya has nothing else to say. In we go. That's funny. Many of the tombstones break the fourth wall, so if you value immersion, don't click them. God, it's so weird. I don't know. I just don't feel like there's just so many of them because the game was so popular. There should be an on-off switch for them. Like if you turn them off, the NPCs just they're unclickable. Alright, let's talk to Lilith this time. Forget about Merwith. She's lost to you now. Oh, that's gonna go well. Great. Well, fine. Let's all watch me die one more time.
Damn it. We gotta take this.
Wow. No. Why is this happening? Oh dear. All right. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna hold off. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm gonna try and find another way to deal with this Lilith problem. I feel like I might just have to fight her. My perception isn't that high, and talking to her friend, her girlfriend, didn't seem to help anything because her girlfriend's a total dick. So yeah, we'll take another look at this in just a few minutes. I'm gonna pause here, and we'll take a short break, and when we return, we can all watch me get killed by ghosts again, or maybe not. See you in a few.